Cool. It's a recording.
Okay,
Mhm.
sounds good. So Perry, can you tell me a little bit about company's vision, where it's headed towards, what the company's goal is initially?
Yeah. So the problems that we are trying to solve, I can break it down into three types of problems. The problem that I am passionate about solving for the world is that everyone deserves financial freedom. I wish there exists a world that more and more people don't have to be stressed about money. I think financial freedom has a ton of benefits, including the lack of pressure to just do something because you have to support yourself. When I was at Lyft, I looked around, I was financially free. My directors are definitely financially free, yet they still work. And the reason they work is because they actually like the work. So financial freedom doesn't mean that you stop working. It just means that you have the option of not working. And that option makes all the difference. So I want to bring more that gift of carefree, the ability to live life to the world. It's not like I came from, with a silver spoon when I was a kid. I came from a world in which I achieved my financial freedom. I start with basically lower middle class, and I appreciate that sense of liberation. Technically, I didn't have to start this company at all. I was already financially free, yet I work probably harder than most people. So that's that. The problem that I'm trying to develop for Cashflow Portal, which is a tool that helps syndicators become more efficient, is this idea of combining art and effectiveness. I got really into personality traits recently, and I was initially typed as INFP, which is this idealistic dreamer. Have always wanted to become a writer when I was a kid, and just like super authentic person, and always think about what I want and what makes me happy. And I'm still that way, but I also become very effective, where I was a high performer and so on and so forth, and good at time management. Although I never thought of myself as good at time management. And then it dawned on me that a lot of the syndicators are probably more effective than idealistic. So in some ways, intrinsically, I'm more like an outsider looking in. My personality doesn't lend itself to become effective, right? However, I care about art and I care about making things feel good. And it dawned on me why I care so much about making the product easy to use. It's more like I want to combine art and being effective into one thing. And if I couldn't become a writer, I could instill art into a tool that helps indicators. So we pay a lot of attention into the design, the UX, the number of clicks to achieve a certain result, the way it's presented, the information architecture. All these things matter. And it matters a lot to me because I want to add humanity to a very sterile tool that helps people raise money. So that's how I think about the tool. Now, the problem for myself that I'm trying to solve is I'm very interested in psychology and how people think. And the fact that we create Cashflow Marketplace, which is a one-stop shop for investors to look for syndicators and be able to invest with them, and are always one connection away from making that life-changing acquaintance that could change their financial life. Building a marketplace is very interesting. It's a marketplace for dealing with finances and financial freedom. It's a very sensitive topic. So trust is very important. I believe that marketplace is almost an exercise of using psychology for good instead of evil. I'm really interested in learning about people, and I'm curious about what makes people want certain things and so on. But I want to use it for good. We will make marketplace a force for good. So it's more of a problem for myself to solve, that I like to combine things I know and being interdisciplinary. The last thing, if I go down all those three lists, Again, I am financially free, so why do I care? I think you asked me before, what do I want? And maybe I am INFP, and I do think about what do I really want. I care a lot about self-actualization. I want to treat something as a game and see if I can figure it out. But at the same time, I think one of the gifts that I undervalued back then, but I think it's very true, is this idea that I have ambition, but I don't have expectations. Like I could care less how big the company will become. I have ambition that we want to become big, but I don't have expectation of exactly one number or what will be good. That's a good thing because now I do have expectations about the way we do things, the way we carry ourselves, our integrity and so on. But I don't have expectation about like the size of the company, the revenue and so on. We can shoot for it, but whether we achieve it, as long as we try our best, I'll be happy. People often say, I don't have the vibe of a CEO. I can be anyone and anything. I can go all the way down to, working with the engineers. I can work with the customers. I can work with the support. I don't have that kind of like do this, do that. Although I do ask people to do things, I think it's because I came from nothing and I don't mind going back to nothing. And so I have ambition, but I don't have expectations.
That was a great answer. It really tells people about how personal you are and gives them a lot of insight actually of what kind of person you are. That was
Thank you.
great.
Yeah, thank you.